go.
Woo! Let's go.
So looks like we got Andrew and Kyle. Kyle's in the studio today.
That's right. That's right.
Let's
In
go.
the studio.
Andrew's finally not between two beards.
Not between two beards.
Yeah.
So you know, it's solid. And, you know, I got the pineapple shirt today. I don't know why I decided to wear this today.
I don't know. Hey,
Hit up the farmer's market earlier today, and got a little sun, little tanned up, you know.
because you're styling, profiling.
And so a little bit different view, guys, but lots of talk about, guys. You know, the Rams scrimmage, the defense looked freaking lit. Adrian's already talked about that. It's going to be solid, dude, guys. We got a lot to discuss. You know, Herbert's in a boot, which is a bummer. I got a photo on that. We do have a new intro coming out. Kyle's going to be finalizing some things, but he is going on his honeymoon today. So I will be taking he and his bride to the airport at Salt Lake City. And got a lot to discuss, guys.
Woo.
So let's get into it.
Bolt Bros.
Bolt Bros.
Let's
go.
go.
I'm Dale Henley. You watching the Bolt Bros podcast? Let's do it!
All righty, guys.
They said it ain't me because I didn't get my glasses.
It ain't me. It ain't me.
Yeah.
There you go.
There he is.
There he is. But yeah, guys, hopefully this view is okay for you guys. I know it's a little bit different, but this is the only view we can make work with
Right.
Kyle and I. And
Mm-hmm.
but anyways,
Well, it's only because he didn't want me to sit on his lap. I was
Yeah.
I was totally on board with it, you know. But you know,
that would be a little different. That'd be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro's getting a little too close, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, we family, you know. So like,
Hey.
We family.
No, I don't think it was a Targaryen. I don't think we're Targaryen, right?
no,
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's not Targaryens. So it's the it's the little hobbit guy. What's his name? No, not the Targaryens. The guy sleeping with his sister.
Yeah, that was Cersei. And,
Cersei.
and
Lannister.
Oh, yeah.
Lannisters.
Lannisters.
Yeah, the Lannisters.
Targaryens were the OGs of that. Though.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, exactly. They were the originators of that.
Yeah.
So so we got a lot to discuss. We'll drop the Game of Thrones references, but anyways, and congratulations to Kyle, by the way, for getting married. He's going to be going on his honeymoon, so I'm proud of you, bro.
Yeah,
So,
thanks, bro.
let's go.
Hey, you next, bro. You next.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I'm the only one that's not married at this point. So
that's right. You know, make the bolt
Of the
veins
bros.
jealous. Yeah.
of the bros, of course, of the bros.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I'm
almost
accepting
on my
applications.
I'm on my 9-year anniversary next Thursday.
Hey, oh,
9 years.
That's what's
9
up.
years, dude. It's flown by.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So guys, hopefully this view is okay for you guys, and you know it's not in there. Hopefully we sound good as well. One little item of business before we start. Also, we are going to be mostly posting on YouTube. We were looking at some of the analytics this season. We're not going to be posted on. We are live now on Facebook and Twitter's and some of the other ones. But if you want daily content during the season, it will be only on YouTube. So just check us out on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we're going to be predominantly. You're going to see our shorts, a little bit, everything like that as well too. So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
so anyways, thank you so much. Looking good, fellas. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know, I got
Thank you, bro.
style, guys. I got style. What's up? You know,
Dude,
hey, it's nice and silky, dude. Too. It feels good.
Yeah, I'm waiting for our friend from Canada to make a comment about it, dude.
I know. Yeah.
Richie, where's Richie when you need him?
Where's Richie when we need him? Yeah, he'll like it. He'll like it too. So, yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting.
Stepped onto the gallows. Yep.
Well, you know, a lot to discuss, guys. You know, and we got the Harbaughs. You know, hey, it's going to be a crazy season, guys. We're going to talk about injuries as well, too, guys. But you know, I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this too, and also in the chat. Jim Harbaugh, a lot of injuries, a lot of guys out. James talked about this on, what was it, Friday? You did that? We're going to talk about the injuries. You know, we'll talk a little more about it a little later on. But what are your thoughts on keeping guys out? And guys, throw your questions out also in the chat. We'll get to them as well too. So we got about 10 slides we're going to go through. But yeah, what are your thoughts on James?
You know, and the whole thing about Jim Harbaugh, I think we're just getting, and what I said in the video is that we're trying to get familiar with how he coaches essentially now.
Yeah.
We always felt like the soft tissue issue was always what Brandon Staley said. And now we basically have a guy as what is it? I cannot think of the term now. Something caution, basically. He has a lot of caution.
Oh yeah.
Just gliding.
Yeah, just glide, baby.
Yeah.
But at the same side, we're trying to basically just be cautious with us and cautious with players, making sure that these players are, don't make it worse if you don't need to. Like don't need to push it at any point. Abundance of caution is what he basically called it.
Abundance of caution. There we go.
And the thing about it is like, yes, we're going to have some dings here and everything too. I was going to say, Andrew and I, when we were at practice earlier this week,
yeah,
Monday got physical, Tuesday got real physical.
Yeah.
Like it was like a full blown game, dude, you were hearing pads pop, dude. The entire
they were
time.
hitting. They were hitting. It was not a tickling contest out there, folks. So, but again, going back to Harbaugh, he is going to play a physical brand of football. And I think these injuries, iron sharpens iron, right? And at the end of the day, I think, I thought about this with Ben Herbert too. I was debating about putting a slide up about Ben Herbert. He's going to get these guys in tip-top shape to be ready to go. So the reality is this. Okay, fine. If you're not in tip-top shape, great, then you don't make the squad, right? It is what it is. But at the end of the day, that's why there's depth on the team, so you can bring other guys in that we're not going to take a huge step down moving forward. But again, there's so much we can discuss on it. Again, guys, if you have questions, throw them out there as well too, for sure. So, look, I'm excited. It's a very different brand of football. In Harbaugh, we trust, it's just going to be pretty exciting. So, I think 10 wins is exactly right. I think that's the minimum. And again, Vegas has us at 8.5, so I think it's a good bet.
And
Yeah,
you know
very
what?
good.
See, put my money where my mouth is.
Oh, he did.
I sure did. There you can see my bets here. My bets. Let's see if I can get it up on the screen.
Yeah.
Here.
Put it up in the camera here.
Yeah. I'm trying to pull it up here right there though. So while I was on the way, I did it. I got them.
Oh, there we go.
I did some extra. I did make some extra things. I added I'm taking that over on the 8.5. So we got that. Larry and I are putting our money where our mouth is. But then I also added a little spice for us bros itself specifically. I did Harbaugh for Coach of the Year.
Oh, dang.
And I did Justin Herbert for MVP.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo.
We going, baby.
Wow,
we
Herbert
going.
MVP. That's a spicy one, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you this. The boot situation is a little bit concerning as we've discussed, and I will say this, and this is kind of my final thought. We already talked about it. I know. What do you guys think in the chat? Herbert was dealing. I don't think he needs a lot of time in the field at this point.
Right.
So it's precautionary.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even what he had now, it would not stop him week 1 at all.
Yeah.
It's precautionary. Let's get a massage. Let's get it feeling good. Put a little lotions. As Chris Rock likes to say, put some tussin on it.
Put some tussin on it. Exactly.
You guys know that stand-up? That's an all-time best stand-up ever.
Yeah.
Put some tussin on it.
Yeah.
And look, I think he's going to be fine, right? I mean, at the end of the day, he's going to be good. So I ain't too stressed out. But what do you guys think in the chat? We want to get your thoughts on this as well too. I know, and I think a lot of these people that are held out are precautionary at this point. The sky is not falling.
Mm-hmm.
But what are your thoughts, bros?
There's not really anything to worry about. Like, no reason to sound the alarm yet. I mean, obviously there would be some maybe lingering issue like going into the season, sure, but like it's not going to be a forever type of problem.
Yep.
So, and he'll sit out for a lot of practice. He'll sit out for obviously for preseason. We can guarantee that now. But hey, he's going to be ready week 1 against the Raiders.
Yep.
Right.
And we got a Rams fan, so good to have you here for sure. That's awesome.
It looked like a really good practice all around for what we
It
saw
did.
too. So
I will talk about that.
Reading up a little bit on the Rams too. So I was going to say one thing about the whole plantar fasciitis situation, or people call it plantar fascia. So basically, that's just the part of the foot near the heel, essentially, that's inflamed. Plantar fasciitis is basically the medical term for the issue, pretty much.
Right.
And so I have that in my left foot. And the one thing about it is if you just take like a cold bottle of water, say for instance, like a ice frozen bottle of water, roll your foot on it.
Oh yeah.
It really loosens things up like crazy immediately. So once again, like it's going to be something he's going to be dealing with. And a lot of NFL players have dealt with this too.
Yes.
Like cleats aren't the most comfortable thing, by the way.
Antonio Gates.
Right.
Antonio
Gates dealt with it.
Yeah.
And he got through it at some point. I mean, obviously, it's not the best thing to be able to have on, especially his plant foot on his right foot for Justin Herbert. But at the same side, dude, he will be dealing with it, and it will just be something he has to manage. Yeah. I did think a lot about how week 4 is essentially our bye week, or after week 4, week 5. So we kind of have like this, hey, let's get Justin Herbert through the first 4 weeks, and then we kind of keep working a little bit more on his foot and give him more time off. So kind of that early bye week might be helping us out a little bit too. But then there's a long season ahead of him from that point. Right. So
and again, it wouldn't keep him out, right? If it was week 1, he'd still play. And again, it just means he'd be a pocket passer at that point. He ain't gonna run around. Yeah. Plant, throw, you know.
Yep.
So
2-step, 3-step, throw.
Boom.
Yep.
So it's exciting to see. But let's talk about week 2 as well, and then we'll talk about the scrimmage because there's a lot to break down. But week 2 is physical, guys. I mean, like I said, they were hitting. Like it ain't no tickling contest out there. And
when they got the pads on, like it's like, all right, let's get at each other. Like it's more full speed. So it's good.
So let me ask you this question, guys, in the chat.
Plantar fellatio, woo.
Yeah.
Yo.
Plantar fellatio. There we go. Atta kid, Grandizer.
There you go.
Keeping it light. I appreciate that. No, but here's my thoughts, right? Like at the end of the day, is this good to be this physical? I want. Let's talk about it as the Bull Bros, because they are playing physical, guys. They are hitting each other, and it's mostly the 2s and 3s for the most part, right? Because what was it, James? Again, what was it? Tackle, no hit quarterback. Yep. They called it thud, which was like you can hit them, but like act like you're tackling, but go from there. What are your thoughts on that in the chat, and then everybody else? Do you like that, or do you want to go back to Brandon Staley's way of,
tickle contest
until the season starts, make or at least preseason starts, right?
Honestly, I've said it before and I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it until the day I die. I want our starters to play at least a drive, maybe at most a quarter, like in the preseason, because I want them to get up to speed by week 1. It's totally different.
You ready to go?
Practice. I know, like we've talked to players, and they do say that practice is full speed, and they are doing everything, like they're playing and stuff like that, but it's practice. It's not an actual game reps type of thing, So I really feel like it's preseason is there for a reason to give the players, get them up to speed a little bit, So so I want them to keep doing that. Like I don't want the entire starter squad to play, of course, but I do want more to play. Because I'm tired of this. Oh, we have to figure out what kind of team we are by week 4. It's like, no, week 1.
Yeah. Be ready to go week 1.
Be ready to go week 1.
Yep. Well, be physically ready. Yeah. And why I say that is because you take a little bit of abuse in practice, and then you're ready for week 1 when you get hit in the face immediately, week 1 kind of thing. It's, once again, you got to condition your body to take these type of hits and be physical. And then you got to have your mind ready to go and not think, oh, well, I've been holding back this whole time, and now I get to attack at some point week 1. Like you kind of have to have those physical practices to be able to get you ready for the week. I remember Andy Reid talked about, I think it might have been a couple years ago, but he talked about how the Chargers were basically gassed at about mid-third quarter. And
for sure.
They're very tired. Like I do not see something like that with the Jim Harbaugh-based team at this point.
No.
Well, watching these practices, these are way different than any other practices I've ever seen with the Chargers.
Oh, big time.
So they're going to be
a football game out there.
Yeah.
They were driving the ball down. They were driving the ball. They were moving hard. They were hitting. So
good.
Yep.
Well, and you got to remember too, this gives them an opportunity, even in preseason, to determine whether or not they're ready to go week 1, who's playing in the preseason game secondarily, because it's going to be mostly 2s and 3s. Let's face it, it's going to be 2s and 3s. And we can go from there. But
there you go.
There was a really good.
He's
oh, here we go.
The There's making good on this thing.
So I'll pull that up here in a second.
Yeah.
Grandizer had a really good thought here. You have to get some contact, some physical and push. I need to add that to my online dating profile.
Oh, yeah, that sounds really good. Yeah.
I got to add that to my online dating profile for sure, huh?
Yeah, I like that. Oh, boy.
Aether, how did our offense did my bros with stick? You know, it's funny. I didn't see a lot of information on what the offense did as well. It was the defense that looked really good out there from what I could tell. Now, I do remember Greg Roman did say that it was a lot of fullbacks and tight end work is what they were running and running backs. So they were not really throwing to the wide receivers a whole lot, which I thought was kind of interesting. But I didn't really see many stats on it, right? So guys in the chat, if you know, let me know as well too. And James, I don't know if you saw anything about that.
Yeah, so far I don't really see anything. It just really talks about the defense and the 3 picks that we basically got. So
yeah,
so far I don't see anything at all talking much about it. But also the same vein, I've been looking at the Rams side of things, and they don't really talk much other than the Chargers dominated them defensively.
Yeah. Yep.
And Puka Nacua got an injury on his knee too, and was iced up too. So
ooh, that's not good.
So there is a little bit of things that, like, you know, the physical practice has harmed the teams, and actually even to say our team too. So
yeah,
but
I think we're going to be fine. You know, I think Herbert will be fine week 1. Okay, so good question about Grandizer. Both brothers rookie stock up, stock down. Dude, I tell you, Tarheeb is looking freaking good, dude. He's looking good.
Brendan Rice looking good.
Rice
looking good, dude.
Yeah.
I watched an interesting podcast talk about they projected the 53-man roster. They said 7 wide receivers as well. And they said, and I've said that might happen also because I think they want to go depth. You can use them on special teams, certain formations.
Yeah.
And secondarily, you're going to lock in the 7 you have for the league, right? But a lot of tight ends would be really interesting to see. But I don't know. That's my take on it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still don't know if we're going to go that deep on wide receivers.
It's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, especially with the type of offense that we know we're probably going to be running with.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't seem like it would be that advantageous to have that many wide receivers. But then again, like the special teams, we'll kind of get into that a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Is the special teams is the big question mark right now. Like, how are we going to set up that for sure?
So right now, and again, I had a couple shorts on that. I did see Dicker kicking it a few times. It was Darius Davis and it was Ladd McConkey back there most of the time. Oh, and also Elijah Dotson.
Yep.
So because I think Elijah Dotson might be playing special teams on coverage, so he might just be a special teams guy and a depth piece for the offense. So that is a potential option as well too. So, good question here by Adrian. Do you guys think it make a difference on which foot? Yeah, for sure. It's his planting foot.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's his right foot.
If it's his right, because that's the one that's behind, and so he's getting more power with it.
Got to step into it.
Or step into it.
Yeah, because you got to think of your toe. Your toe is basically going to be pushing in pretty hard. It's going to hit that plantar fascia type area too, pretty heavy. Right. So I know that's it's a lot with your big toe essentially. So his big toe will basically push that point quite a bit. So it will make a difference.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with people getting roughed up a little bit in practice, right? Yeah, again, I was going to say, and you guys talked a long time, and I completely lost my train of thought, but it came back now. So let me say this. That basically, you look at the team that got super physical now, it's the Lions. The Lions play an extremely physical brand of football, and it starts from camp on. So I think that's really partially what we're going to try and focus out as well too. So I just think that's a really good example of what Jim Harbaugh is trying to do now. Could this physical practice weed out veterans that are not able to? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Who can't cut it? 100%.
Yeah.
Well, Harbaugh's got to want his guys. I mean, you've already seen the turnover on this team at this point, in my opinion. Like, you obviously say, hey, Keenan didn't want to be here. Mike Williams didn't want to be here. You started making shifting to getting your guys at this point.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some surprise cuts. I even think there's going to be some trades potentially happening too.
Could happen.
Especially in the wide receiver type of department. Keep an eye out, guys. It's going to be an interesting offseason, or at least after the preseason, it's going to be getting real interesting with this team.
That's funny. So apparently, Ether believes that one of us is actually the Lord. Because
the Lord,
he said, James, the brother of the Lord. Can I ask a question? So, I think I'm claiming that because I got the beard, the glory, the godly beard. Yeah,
he's Jesus over here.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you think it was a good sign that Herbert was walking? And again, guys, yes.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Again, he's still in the room. He's still looking at defenses. He's still focused on that stuff. Like, he's ready to go, dude. I don't think he's going to have a problem. I think I think he will be ready to go.
Yeah,
he'll be fine. And that, by the way, that was him that put that comment there, dude. He's truly the Lord, by the way.
Yeah.
You know?
He's him.
He is him.
Yeah. He is him.
No. Well,
who's getting ordained today?
The injury
nuts, no butts, no coconuts.
The injury that Harbaugh has or Herbert has, though, it's like he's not gonna be walking around in a wheelchair. Like it's just a boot.
I have a photo here as well, too, guys.
Yeah. Let's get to it. Yeah. So it's like it's fine. It's not a very serious issue, but obviously this they want to err on the side of caution.
Yep.
So 100%. Yep.
Yeah, and Patterson's looking good, dude. We scooped him up. He's a practice squad guy. He's looking great right now. So very interesting. Oh, here we go. This is you. James, my darling.
Go ahead. He called me darling and through my DMs one time here.
Boy, he's sliding in your DM. What's up?
He's getting confused with the DMs, dude.
Man, sliding in them DMs. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So what's this question?
All right, so if Herbert will not play week 1, for example, will Coach Harbaugh rely on Minter's defense and how Romans will call the game? Absolutely. So, I mean, if you kind of even to say what came from the practice today against the Rams, the defense dominated. 3 picks, looked phenomenal on that side. I did notice that the Rams didn't have 3 of their offensive line starters playing today too. So that kind of, you kind of take a little bit from that. But yes, defense is going to make a difference. And I've been saying that this defense is going to have its field day a little bit with the Raiders, in my opinion. I don't think the O-line will do well. And once again, Mac eats when he plays against the Raiders too, by the way. So, and especially early in the season. So what the game plan has been since we've had Greg Roman is run the freaking ball, dude. And J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards should be good to go week 1. You're going to have Alt that basically neutralize Max. I mean, it's going to be awesome. Watch. It's going to be a really, really good game. And I have faith of, Easton Stick having an extra couple weeks with the ones right now too, that he'll get in sync with all these wide receivers. So I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think and Joe Alt looks good out there. By the way, that short that I posted, I can't remember where I got that. It was on X somewhere, but man, his footwork is so good. He does such a good job of staying low and then that's on the right side. And so I'm feeling great about a lot of that stuff.
I feel like if Herbert's not ready to go week 1, I think Harbaugh is going to suit up and he's going to play quarterback. He's going to all right, I'm getting out there myself. He's
getting paid $18 million a year. He could do it.
Right.
Yeah. And Jalen Johnson has looked pretty good. But again, talk about the defense. The defenses look great. They're looking good. And Jesse Minter's got them playing the right way. I mean, Fulton's looking good. We're seeing a lot of picks, guys. A lot of picks. And it's pretty sick.
Well, and the one thing that's cool too is that you're seeing the D-line put up their hands for once. I swear we've never done that. Like 3 tip drill picks is a great sign, guys. We're putting our hands up. We're being aggressive at the line for once. We're getting opportunities for the defense to make plays. And if you saw those clips, that's literally what happened. A Nick Niemann pick. You had basically a tip drill, all 3 of them. Well, actually, it was the rookie free agent safety Thomas Harper broke up.
Yeah, Harper,
and then Nick Niemann ended up catching it. Another ball was deflected the same line of scrimmage, just scaled right into the arms of Denzel Perriman. There's a lot of things that you love to see that we have not been doing in the past. So coaching is already working right now in preseason and scrimmages and everything. It's going to be awesome to see, guys. I'm really excited. And I think, Kyle, you were saying the amount of picks that Jim Harbaugh had his first year with the Niners was an astronomical number too. So I mean,
I think they were plus 21 in turnovers.
Yeah, crazy
in 2011, and then the next year I think they were the same 21. Yeah. But all the defensive backs or the secondary itself, on average they got 3. Yep. So that was huge for the Niners back then. Yeah.
And
yes, please, we'll take that, please.
And think about that for a second. It just means we know Herbert's going to score points.
Yes.
Yep.
We're not worried about Herbert scoring points at all.
Yeah.
And and Andrew, I do like that footwork. Slow feet don't eat.
That's right. Yeah.
Slow feet don't eat.
That's right.
Yeah, and again, big hands are going to be huge, right? Or no, so hands.
Big hands.
Hands up.
Hands up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that weird. I said that really weird, didn't I?
I said that weird. Though. I mean, big hands are important, So You know,
size does matter, I guess.
Isn't that right, ladies? You know,
yeah, size does matter. Gotcha. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta get a sound effect there, huh?
Yeah.
There it is. No, but yeah, let's talk about the scrimmage a little bit here too. And I think the scrimmage will be interesting. You know, thank you, Curtis. Not creepy at all.
Yeah, not creepy at all.
Yeah.
Big hands, small feet. No,
that's right.
Big hands. Oh, big gloves. That's right. Big hand, big gloves.
That's right. Exactly. That's perfect. Yeah. Exactly what
big gloves, baby.
Yeah. Yes. Do I believe that his injury is precautionary? Yes.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's precautionary.
Yeah. Get them right. Get them ready for the season.
There's no reason to push people through injuries in practice. It's like,
dude,
okay.
and he's
especially at this point.
He's been cooking too. So it's like he's totally fine.
Yeah, and let's not overcomplicate it, guys. At the end of the day, ask yourself this question: does he need a lot more reps with the ones? I think the answer is no. But let's get his foot ready to go. It's a long season. It's a brutal. It's a brutal season. Yeah, like I'm having a mild stroke over here, guys. This is very exciting.
Yeah.
Let me check my
Grudel.
Let me see what I got here.
I like that.
See what my heart rate is.
Yeah.
No, it's very exciting. My Grudel. Wow, there we go. I just created a new word. Okay, here we go.
Ooh,
eighth or dropping a little super like bowl prediction. Chargers defense 10 sacks week 1. What?
That would be ridiculous. I mean,
that's called a dry humping session right there. I'll tell you what, dude.
Oh yeah,
that would be insane. That would
dry
be
humping session.
I'll take it. but would it also mean Mac got another 6 sacks in that game against the Raiders?
Yeah, right.
I think it was 6 sacks that he got, right? It's something crazy like that.
Yeah, it was 6. That was crazy, dude. I want to see him dry hump the Raiders, dude. Not in a romantic way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, that's what I want to see.
Oh boy! And
you know what? Actually,
he found the sound effects.
Actually, I do have his sound effects board. I just don't know how to use it. Dude. I just don't know how to use it. But anyways,
I think it slows down your computer a little bit too much. So
my computer is awesome. It won't slow nothing down. Ain't nothing slow about me, bro. Anyway,
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, guys.
10 sacks is possible week 1. Mac, wow, dude,
I love it.
I would love to see embarrassment, dude.
Yeah.
Like literal embarrassment. Right. And then Mexican Colonel Sanders, remember that guy that followed me to the bathroom?
Oh yeah.
I want to see him cry.
Yep.
That was such a weird situation.
Yeah,
okay.
it was, yeah.
I mean, the one thing you're going to say, like, if you see an example, and I know we keep alluding to talk more about the scrimmage and everything. As an example, our D-line was creating turnovers.
Yes, it was.
Our defense was finding tip drills and finding ways to basically get the ball popped up to be able to go out for a pick and as such too. Like, we're basically having a lot of good, I guess, examples of how strong this D-line could be. And we know our 4 edge guys are dogs, like Mac, Tuli, Bosa, Bud Dupree. I mean, we got some really, really good edge guys that could create a lot of chaos. And so, and on top of that, Morgan Fox. So it's going to be great.
Yeah. Megan Fox, you're looking pretty good, dude. I'll tell you what.
Oh boy.
Crazy.
She's crazy.
Yeah. And again, I have Achilles tendonitis, in both of my Achilles. I'm still a finely tuned athletic machine, dude. You can't phase me. You know what I mean?
No,
that's all I'm saying.
No.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
What are you saying?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing too: is like these guys. We're talking about these like kind of like really honed in competitors that are like that. They're like born and bred to compete and stuff like that.
Yep.
Like Herbert has played with like broken ribs, like a whole season basically, and and also had like a broken collarbone and stuff like that. And he was still putting up 30-something touchdowns, and for over 4,000 yards. This foot thing's not going to be that big of a deal. I mean, heck, what's his name? Rivers, he played with 2 torn ACLs in the playoff game, and I think, Gates had turf toe like a couple of times, so it's like,
and he had plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, and he had, so it's like these were like, I think GTL, I'm commenting on GTL's comment there. Like he believes it's going to be a little bit tougher for Herbert to be playing at the level. And I'm like, I don't think so. I think he's going to be totally fine. So that's my thoughts.
Yeah, no. It's interesting. I guess we're keeping track. Oh yeah. Yeah. $300. $300 is better than $200. Oh, Kay Adams.
Ooh, yeah.
Kay Adams, my baby. I tell you what, dude. I tell you what. I would give her this pineapple shirt if I saw Kay Adams and say, Kay, I'm liking it. Yeah,
you're gonna take it off and throw
I
it.
will.
Throw it
I will. I'll say, hey, Kay Adams. You
want her to sign your chesticles?
My chesticles.
Chesticles.
Okay, yeah. I'm just saying, Kay
Adams. Yeah.
She is naughty in a good way. That's all I'm saying. So
I like how he was like, what?
Yeah, he stopped on that one. Wait a minute.
I had to think. I had to think my thoughts. No, but again, yeah, our line's gonna be nasty, folks. Our line is gonna be nasty. Yeah, chesticles, baby. Yeah, I like it. I've been working out. You know what I mean? I got. Hey, look, I like all right with the shirt off. No big deal. Yeah. So this was all the earlier on, by the way. I think this was on Thursday, maybe. Not practicing on the side. We had all these folks. Lad McConkey, Trey Pipkins, Jamari, Kamani Vidal. Obviously, Colson's coming back for his appendicitis. Yeah, Leon Johnson's. Look, a lot of these are precautionary folks, right? And just remember, obviously, Justin Herbert wasn't there now. But again, I truly believe that, again, it's a precautionary conversation. Do you guys think the amount of players going to be on the trainers is a big deal? I don't, because Harbaugh said we'll see a lot of that. I agree with that.
Yep.
I don't. I feel, again, are injuries a big deal? Sure. But they're never going to come out and say they'll say this is a season-ending injury.
Yeah.
Right.
That's when it is serious. But when it's like, okay, he's off to the side, take a day off. Veteran.
Well, just think about like Jamari Sawyer. We were at the practice when he got injured. I mean, it was he was on the ground. He was like getting his knee checked out and everything too. He ended up getting up, walking straight to the bolt basically at that point. And he's still out there working. Once again, like a lot of these injuries could just be like, hey, we're not going to call him. The dude's out. He's not out by the season. They don't have to say anything about these injuries, to be honest. And that's exactly what Jim Harbaugh is doing at this point. Let's see if we can get these guys right. Make sure they're going to be up to par and ready for week one. Just move on and go from there.
Brendan Rice has looked great so far.
Awesome.
I think he's a lock to make the squad for sure.
Yep.
He's looking good. And again, he's tracking the ball well over the shoulder. Quinton is struggling with that still. But yeah, I think that's going to be big. We're playing physical, taking precautionary measures. I agree. And again, there's small injuries. We don't want to make small injuries turn into large injuries. And so at this point, just take it slow. Take it slow.
Yep.
What's that old song? Bump and grind, right? You want to take it slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a really bad analogy what I just said.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
Yeah. A little question there for sure.
Well, I'm thinking about Kay Adams still. I'm still thinking about Kay Adams. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's all I'm saying. I'm just thinking about her.
Yeah. Well, and the one thing too, I was going to say, this is why we got Ben Herbert. This is why we're paying him the top dollar as a strength and conditioning coach, which I will say one thing too. At practice, this is the first time I've ever seen a strength and conditioning coach having people ask for autographs. Like, that was kind of nuts to see, but that's how serious Ben Herbert is, and how, I mean, having an interview with Matt Money Smith and, that's crazy. I think it's the first time I've ever seen that with the Chargers, of having a strength and conditioning coach being interviewed. It's awesome.
Yeah, and one thing, guys, I know we got some new people in the chat here as well, too, guys. Again, I will say this again. We'll reiterate again at the end here. We got another 30 minutes to go at least. Again, we are going to be posting all of our content for the most part on YouTube. So like and subscribe on YouTube. You're only going to get the lives on Facebook, Twitters, and what's the other one we do?
Twitch.
Yeah. When we do our lives like this. But if you want all the content, it will be here. Again, it's 100% free. Just reminding you guys, so smash that like button as well, guys, as well. That's right. Bump and Grind is an R. Kelly song.
Mm-hmm.
Bump and Grind. With a little bump and grind.
Yeah,
that's dirty. That's dirty.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. That's how babies are made. Anyways, Daniel Popper. Again, so the scrimmage today, these are the folks that are not practicing. Jamari, Lads, the same folks that we've been seeing. But Kamani Vidal, I thought was an interesting one. And then Donald Parham.
Yeah.
We knew Parham was working on something. I think that's the term.
That's kind of like, it's kind of normal though too. That's why I think Parham is on the bubble, man, because he's always getting injured on something. I remember last year I was there when he got his ham injury,
Yeah.
And he was working on that on the side. Like, and it's always his hams like that, So, hey.
Always hams.
Always his hams, Don't take him to Christmas.
Yeah, that's right.
Because of the ham. Oh, I get it. Because of the ham. I get it.
Okay, now see. Yeah, Andrew's he's caught up with us now, bros.
Well, because I'm thinking about Kay Adams still. I tell you what, dude.
Still think of them chesticles. That's what
oh, exactly. The Kay Adams here. I tell you what.
Hey, by the way, Jerry Rice was at the joint practice today too.
Oh, he was.
Nice.
Was. Okay,
very, very cool. Per Fernando Ramirez too. So Fernando tweeted out that, showed a picture of him at practice. Really cool to see that. Really cool.
Yeah. So GTL says I think QJ is going to end up behind Rice.
It's possible. It's very possible. Like, I mean, he's dropping a lot of balls. Like, we've seen a lot of like work that he's doing on the off season and stuff, but is it working?
And he needs to catch balls.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So
he needs to get to them balls, man. Yeah.
Two other notes that I'm seeing here too about the Chargers practice today. Both had 5 takeaways. 5 takeaways for the first team defense against Stafford and the Rams.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Also, Joey Bosa was reported of sacking Stafford, Alohi Gilman forcing a fumble, and Deion Henley recovering a fumble, basically. So pretty cool. I mean, you got to love to see that. It's very, very impressive to be able to see a defense ramping up like that. This could be one of the best turnover defenses the Chargers have had in a very, very long time. So
yeah, so I'm going to give you. I think that's awesome, and again, it is very much an aggressive defense. They're playing loose, they're playing free. Adrian, I'm going to talk a little about the Darius Davis. He's running a lot of go routes, so I think he might be our deep field threat, and he's actually looked really good, guys. So it's interesting. I know there was a couple plays where he was in motion, much like Tyreek Hill, and he was just doing a gash down the seam.
Mm-hmm.
He looked awesome, and he was open. Didn't throw him the ball. Threw it short, but he was available. So he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. And now I think what you're going to probably see with Quinton, you'll see him run deep as a decoy, but he's probably not going to get the ball over the shoulder like that because he can't catch a damn ball over his shoulder, right?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
But again, at the end of the day, you still got to run the route because the whole progression is designed to open people up underneath, so on and so forth. But that'll be very interesting. But there was one injury. Daniel Popper did say that Bosa was shaken up after 11-on-11, hand, wrist, something like that, right? Mm-hmm. So hopefully that's nothing too serious.
Yeah.
And thank you, Jim Harbaugh's burner. I appreciate that.
That's
Both
right.
bros. Best show.
We got the approval from Jim Harbaugh himself.
Let's go.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I like that. With all the best press the whole season with QJ, I don't know. It can be very interesting to see what happens with QJ for sure.
And I really do hope Joey Bosa gets right, man. And that's again, that's where we go back to that same point. Ben Herbert's going to be the X factor to this entire team, keeping this team healthy and everything. You got to think about Junior Colson too. With Michigan last year, he was out there still playing with a broken hand, and he was out there still making things happen. So, it's if your legs ain't broken, you can make tackles. Still, you're going to be out there, dude.
And there was even a freaking cornerback that was out there with one hand. So he was making plays out there, So I was like, hey, anything's possible,
Yeah, and this is good. Okay, you guys, throw in the chat. What's your record predictions for everybody, guys? Mm-hmm. Throw it out there right now.
Yeah.
I'll say one thing about Joel. Joel looks amazing, and I'll say another thing about Ben Herbert. I thought it was really interesting at the end in the fourth quarter when they, at camp he was there. He was so focused on everyone when they were doing their drills, just with the little arm movements, the sides, the fronts. It was crazy how I joke that he's had copious amounts of Adderall in the morning, right? Or that Booga Sugar, right? Or whatever you want to call it, the Colombian Bam Bam. I mean, because no joke, that guy, he is so laser focused with these players. But you could tell he's just paying absolute attention, and he was correcting people when the form was bad, right? Yep. So I really think he's going to get these guys going the right direction.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep. Okay, we got some record predictions coming in, guys.
Yeah.
And then Aether says you got breaking news. Let's hear it, Aether.
Big news. Yeah.
Okay, Adriana says 11-7.
Actually, you meant 10.
Yeah. Villa.
10-7. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 10-7.
11-7, 11-6. Well,
11-6.
14-4.
14-4.
I like that. 12-6.
Yeah.
14-4. Doesn't that mean that we get into the playoffs?
Yeah, that would be a playoffs game. Yeah, and then 12-6 would be
loss from
playoff
the
loss.
Yeah.
Joe Alto, because he's tall. That's right. Locked On Chargers, Daniel Wade is mailing my trophy. Tomorrow, Aether, Chargers fan will be the. Oh, wow. Very cool.
Look at that. Let's go.
Okay. All right.
You call into their line all the time. And just,
did Aether get nominated for Fan of the Year yet?
Could be.
It could be. Did you get nominated? I don't know. There's a lot of nominations out there already.
I think that's the Fan of the Year for their podcast.
Yeah, for their podcast. Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay, you're a little personal one. That's cool. Yeah.
Undisputed heavyweight champion. That's right. Okay, well, here's a picture of Herbert in the boot.
Yep. It's a little tiny, but you can kind of see it. Yeah.
It's a little tiny. So many jokes there.
That's not where she's at.
But
he's not wearing the gold jersey today either.
No gold. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's out there. By the way, the one thing that sucks about wearing a boot is you're a little off kilter.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of like a V8, you know?
Yeah.
You're a little off to the side.
Probably need some chiropractic.
What is that exactly?
Yeah.
Boot Bert.
Yeah.
Boot Bert.
No, but yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, it is precautionary, folks, you know, and let's not overthink it too much, you know.
Right, yeah.
So at least at the moment, right? But he don't need the reps. Like he doesn't need to play, preseason. He's ready to go. You can be good.
Mm-hmm.
I one thing about Justin Herbert too, and that hopefully I didn't bring that since I brought my plantar fasciitis to the camp, it got transferred to him. Maybe no, I don't want to be that dude bringing that. No way, no way.
Don't you wish that evil upon me, Ricky Bobby?
Yeah, that's right, Ricky Bobby. Well, and again, I got my Achilles tendonitis. I mean, it sucks, dude. All of a sudden, it's like hits you, and it's just like pain right in your Achilles, and it sucks. You don't want to run, you don't want to do anything.
Oh, I get it.
Again, but I'm still a finely tuned athletic machine. You know what I mean? So can't hold me down. You know what I mean? What's that? Say again. Yeah, and again, he will be okay, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Look, I think there's a lot to be said about where we're at. And again, throw your questions out as well, guys, if you got some more questions also. But look, I will say this too. Week 2 was physical football, guys. And
physical.
Let's get physical. No, but it's good to see that, guys. It's not a tickling contest out there. They're going to be ready week 1. And we're going to dry hump the Rage Herds. You know what I mean? It's going to be exciting. It's amazing how much trash they talk about that game last year, but it got us to where we're at now. We're definitely going to be there, and it's I'm excited, right? So week 2 looked good. We look physical, and those 2s and 3s are getting some solid reps, guys.
Yeah, and that's the other part of it too, that you kind of say, hey, look, at least we knew Justin Herbert was cooking in camp. He was playing fine and great. I mean, I don't know if he even ever threw a pick. I mean, the amount of incompletions had to be pretty low. He was doing perfectly fine. It doesn't mean just because he has plantar fasciitis that he basically cannot work out still. There's levels that he can still work out. He could still throw the ball around a little bit if he wants to too. But at the same side, dude, he's going to be fine. That guy, I'm confident already knows the whole entire playbook at this point. And he's ready to go for week 1. So it's going to be great.
So Joey wants to know our record predictions. What are we thinking here?
I think, consensus on me, my high is definitely 12-5.
Yep.
My low is probably 10-7.
Yep. That's where I'm at too. That's literally where I'm at. What do you think, James?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was putting it right at the whole 11 win type situation. And the reason why I'm kind of saying that is just because a little bit of bumps and bruises at this point, but I think we'll be able to get past it. So 11 wins, 10 wins, low.
Yeah, and I think Matt Money Smith said it perfectly. He said, look, it's going to boil down to injuries. I think bottom line, if Herbert's healthy all year, not going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Yep. Not exactly. I think that's when we chatted with him actually at camp too, right?
Yep,
and we were
100%.
chatting with him. He's like, I'm not going to give you a record prediction, but it's all injuries, and that's the issue with the Chargers every single freaking year. Just be healthy, dude. And honestly, once you get into the playoffs, it's about the most healthiest team at that point, and they generally will go far.
Yeah, Dennis Young says new system is going to look rusty week 1. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. But, look, Herbert's a special talent, right? When he's out there on the field, you're going to see a lot more from him. He's going to be cooking. You know, he's gonna be cooking.
Yep.
Let's get physical.
That's right.
Physical.
That's right. I mean, and the bigger thing is too. I think that's the thing with the first 4 weeks of the season. I think, yeah, every team's gonna be rusty. So, but you just gotta be less rusty than the other team.
Yeah.
And so, and I don't think that the Raiders are going to be a dumpster fire, like for sure.
Well, they're still in the quarterback battle too,
yeah, they're
right?
still a quarterback. Well, they got a first-time head coach, you know, like and he's
got Rodney Favre as a quarterback.
Yeah, Rodney Favre as a quarterback, or the reincarnation of Jesus with Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah. And then, you know, going down to a couple of other games, like, I mean, the Panthers aren't going to be that great either, you know, like, so it's like there's a lot of different things. And so, like, I think we'll be able to have, like, we'll be a fine-tuned machine.
Just like me.
Maybe more like somebody else. Maybe like, I don't know. Yeah. But by week 1, for sure. I think we'll be all right.
Okay, so guys, in the chat, what's worrying me is our D-line, and are we going to be ready week 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what he's
saying? So far, it did pretty good today.
Yeah, really good, dude.
So hands up if you can't get to the quarterback. You'll find ways to basically get, tip drill type situations for the linebackers and the cornerbacks. And that's exactly what happened today. I think there'll be more than enough, and they'll be ready week 1 for sure.
Yeah. So, James, since you have this injury, maybe answer GTL's question here.
Yeah. Do you not know how painful that plantar injury is? He may be ready week 1 with the playbook, but plan on that foot throw, and I guarantee many balls will be sailing off. Okay, so I'll say this. So it obviously could go in many different levels. My level is, like, I wake up in the morning, I try to walk out of bed, and I feel like my foot's just like completely stiff, and you can't really like bend it that well. Give it another couple minutes, you'll basically have a lot more looser feeling foot. You'll be fine to be able to walk on it. Yes, you're going to feel a little bit of pain in your heel area, but it's not going to basically say, hey, I can't go do anything. I mean, I went on a hike just coming back from Sedona. I went on a hike for about 5 to 6 mile type hike, round trip type situation. And, look, my foot was fine. It was able to kind of do whatever I needed to do, climb whatever and ever. It's totally fine. You're going to feel pain there, like just throbbing there for a little bit, but it's not going to basically say you can't go do things. Now, Greg Roman might do something where he's going to, hey, we're going to go ahead and go do a lot more run game kind of situation, quick, maybe shotgun situations where he doesn't need to move much, quick throw type situations, which is what I fully expect with this offense anyway. So it's an annoyance in your foot for sure. But at the same side, it's not going to restrict you enough to be able to say you can't go out and do your job.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. And again, it probably just means he's going to be a pocket passer, and that's fine. He might roll out a little bit, and just run more on the toes of his feet, not the heel. But again, there's orthotics, there's things they can get to put in there and go from there. Larry H says, we shall see. Way too early to say that our defense is good. I have yet to watch Jesse Minter play calls. One thing I'll say about Jesse Minter, and a lot of people will say this, is that he's a very good scheme defensive coordinator for that week. He will pick apart that team. And he does no matter what, he's also good at adjusting. Let's say they're running the ball well, he'll adjust. Let's say he's throwing the ball well, he'll adjust. And so Jesse Minter is very good at that. He will get the guys in the right spots at the right time. We just got to go execute. So, his play calling is spectacular. Just look what he did in Michigan.
Yeah, you could watch a lot of videos of the highlights of the Michigan defense, and you could see how aggressive they are. Even to say on the cornerback side of things and the way that they defend players, I mean, they're very, very aggressive and attack the ball, attack the player. It's awesome to watch. A lot of stunts at the D-line too, which we noticed that a lot at camp too. So it's going to be a fun defense. It ain't going to be Brandon Staley type defense where it's essentially a chain kind of base type defense where it's this player hits this guy after this point and then it goes to the next. I can't remember what he ended up calling it because I'm trying to delete that out of my memory at this point. But Jesse Minter is very physical as a defensive coordinator, so I'm excited to see him.
Yeah, and your question around the shades right here.
No, not that one. It's the Forms one. Forms GLE.
Oh, this one here?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. So here's the link for the shades here, folks.
Yeah, if you wanted to pre-order any of these shades here, like Like, nope, you don't have to send money just yet, whatever, like that. But I do actually. I remember, like, I made that link. We only are going to have one style of it. It's going to be the blue, gold, white, and red ones. So it'll be obviously for the powder blue, the sunshine gold, and the sky white, and the blood of our enemies. Yeah, on the shades. So,
the blood of our enemies. I like
that's
that.
right. Yeah. So.
That's my OnlyFans link. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, snaps.
Yeah, if you're interested in in these pit viper type style like shades, yeah, you can go ahead and just fill them out there. I think we actually are going to put an order out for these ones, and we do have some other ones we wanted to do too. So yeah,
and also, by the way, guys, we'll probably bring them to the Thunder Rally. So if you guys see us, you can buy them off us, there as well too. So.
Yeah. Or you can earn them off of us.
Actually, I do like that. We might record a video. If you're willing to do an interview with us, then we'll give you a pair.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Or you could do 50 burpees and we'll give you a pair.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I can do 50 burpees
week one
without even sweating, dude. Week one.
Yeah.
On week one, that might be brutal because week one last year was woo. It was
warm. It was warm. It was hot.
Yeah. Muy caliente.
Muy caliente.
Yeah.
Michigan State, baby. Okay, cool. Yeah. And again, by the way, we are all going to be at the Charger Arizona game as well too.
We will be there.
For that one for sure. The two games that we're definitely planning on going to, week one, and then the Charger AZ game, and then we'll just kind of play it by ear by then. So
yeah, sounds good.
So it'd be good, but that's where we're at this point. But also we have our banners in there as well too. We need to show you that. James, you got to get a little more stuff behind you. Man,
what is this? Yeah,
the behind your room looks, man. You look weak back there.
Dude. I got a lot more things. I just got to hang them up. That's
do it, bro.
Come
on, jerseys, all that
stuff.
This
room is like an OCD, person's worst nightmare.
Yeah, it's not organized well at all.
Like all of the shapes are not good. like the LT picture and that little parking sign, they're all different shapes. Just
dude, yeah, I guess for somebody with OCD, who might have the problem with it.
They're probably freaking out. They're probably just let me get in there.
Yeah, that's right. Too much white. We need a little more blue. You see it? Right here, I got to put something right here too. So I'm gonna get the Bolt Bros flag. I got to scoop it up from Kyle here as well.
I guess we need to just paint our faces blue too.
We can do that. We can do that too.
Yeah.
And again,
I need to paint my beard blue. That's what I need.
Paint the beard blue. This whole downward dog thing was hilarious, right? They're called cat cows or something like that. Yeah. Hey, that's a good stretch though. It is a little embarrassing to do on TV.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, do that in the locker room, bro.
Yeah, I know. What is he doing? LBC was bringing up about Marvin Harrison Jr. versus our corners too, and I actually might be going over to probably this upcoming Saturday. I'm going to go to the Cardinals practice too in Glendale. So I'm like, hey, might as well go check out another training camp, see what they're doing over there. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, YDCFS says very deep edge room stays healthy. The Chargers lead the league in sacks and pressures.
I think so.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, I would love to see Khalil Mack end his career potentially on an all-pro season.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be so good. Yeah.
Coach Harbaugh is flying to Michigan August 31st.
Oh yeah, he's got to be there.
Nice.
He's got to be there.
Well, he was flying out with a bunch of players from the Niners that he has on the staff and stuff like that. To go see.
It was yesterday. Yesterday he went to the Hall of Fame induction.
Yeah, went to the Hall of Fame game to watch one of his guys get into
Patrick
the Hall
Willis.
of Fame. Yeah,
Patrick Willis.
Oh, Pappy, awesome. Pappy, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what up, Pappy?
Pappy got us VIP tickets, so he's a great dude.
He's so
Thank
awesome.
you, Pappy.
Yeah, appreciate that one.
So, Pappy, give us a rundown. What'd you see? And actually, what did the offense look like? Because we're not getting a lot of information on the offense. So, can you let us know how that's looking without Herbert out there?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so funny about Miguel's comment. James at the AZ camp will like the Chiefs and the Chargers camp. That was so funny, man. I mean, that guy was like out of nowhere, rocking a Kelsey jersey, getting booed. Yeah. So random. But I'm gonna wear my Chargers gear going to the Cardinals, camp for sure.
I would have gone on incognito.
Yeah. Are you lost, bro?
Yeah.
What are you doing here, dude?
Lost, bro?
Yeah.
We'll see you guys Monday night, all right?
Yeah. So get moving, James. You better get down there. Wait, no, and it's so weird. He was crutches. Felt like Tanya Harding the other leg. Just,
and he was totally walking as slow as possible in front of everyone too.
Wait, is Curtis saying that he's going to be at camp next Saturday for the Cardinals? By the way,
maybe
there. Let's link up.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Hopefully everyone gets September 8th healthy. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, but, there might be a couple of injuries, but it's part of it.
Well, like we're saying though too, is like, I mean, this is all cautionary. Like these injuries may be absolutely minor, and that's Harbaugh just being like, no, there's no need to push through these things at all yet. So, like, I don't really think that these things are actually going to be that serious for players. So yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of AZ fans out there for sure, guys. So I spend quite a bit of time at AZ as well too. Don't like the cold weather out here. I might have to leave you this winter, just so you know.
Wow. Okay, it's fine. Hey, I'll just sleep in your bed.
We'll just
move in.
Okay, move in my place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mostly saw luggage. He was mostly running. Defense though was killing lambs. Wow.
Killing the Rams. Yeah.
Oh,
on the Rams.
Got it. Yeah, Rams.
I was gonna say he's speaking all cryptic like. I'm like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
I'm like,
so mostly,
I'm like, let me get out my
mostly running the ball. A lot more run plays.
Yeah, that's actually what Greg Roman said too after as well. He said, yeah, we're doing a lot of. He kept saying tight end work, fullback work.
Mm-hmm.
So
there you go.
Well, and why? Look, at the end of the day, if you're going to have Easton Stick out there and Duggan, you're probably going to just run the ball a lot more anyways, right? So, I hate the Chiefs, but best linebacker I saw play is Derek Thomas. Oh, he's fantastic.
He's so good.
Yeah. Cryptic Pappy. Come on, Pappy. Let's go. Come on, Pappy.
I don't know. You want to start wrapping it up a little bit?
Yeah. I got to take Kyle to the airport. So let's wrap it up. Kyle, you want to go first?
Yeah, man. Well, like week 2, we love seeing that everything was aggressive. We love seeing that them they got the pads on, and they're out there, competing and going full speed on everything. That was awesome to see. I did talk to one of the guys who signed our flag, and he said, yeah, man, I love having the pads on. Everything's so much easier. It's so much easier to practice with the pads because they can actually do more full speed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And not have to kind of walk on eggshells for stuff, So yeah, they're all excited for it. And so now they're obviously, it got a little bit too physical. So people getting a little hurt, whatever like that, but hey, that's football. That's why we like it. It's a physical sport for a reason. We're just excited to see this. I'm not worried about these injuries and stuff too much. I know we should see all of the players that we need to have ready by week 1. We should be ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, James, you want to go?
Yeah, my last thoughts is it's exciting to see the first scrimmage happen, and with so many turnovers happening for this team. I mean, we've always had this team where it's like the quarterback and the offense does a pretty good job against not having many turnovers, but the defense never finds ways to make it easier for the offense to score. And it's very encouraging to see 5 turnovers so far for this defense in a scrimmage against their 1s and 2s. I think it was Garoppolo and Matthew Stafford who had the turnovers and everything, but fumbles were happening. Great to be able to see all that, guys. And that's exciting to be able to see this defense really get into more a turnover based type defense versus hey, let's go ahead and, just try to get sacks and, just kind of lame defense all around from the Brandon Staley era, just very soft. And this is a physical defense, and you got to love seeing what you're seeing so far. So this defense could do its job. The offense is going to do their job for sure with Justin Herbert. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, and you're right. Yeah, last thoughts, Kay Adams. Hey. Hey. I'll tell you what, dude. She takes the wrinkles out of the old robes. I'll tell you what, wrinkles out of the old robes.
This guy, dude.
Yeah, no, but look, I'll say this: the physicality, I like. I know it is a concern. When you start seeing these players get hurt, it is a little bit nerve-wracking. But at the end of the day, guys, we are going to be physical. We are going to go out there and try and hose slap people. Just keep the pimp hand strong,
Mm-hmm.
And so at the end of the day, that's how they got to play. And you can't get that way by just playing 2-hand touch, and just, you can't get there. Right. And so this offensive line is going to be physical. The defensive line is going to be physical. The secondary is going to start hitting. And, and Derwin said it today. Go back and listen to Derwin James. He said, we are going to hit people and we're going to make people not want to play the Chargers. We are going to make people not want to play the Chargers, guys. And I said it twice because I want you to remember it. Okay. That's a little subliminal message. I said it twice. And so, well, it's not really subliminal because I said it twice, but you get my point. We're going to be physical. You don't want to play the Chargers. We're going to donkey punch you. So my point is, I like it, right? Hayden Hurst is going to be physical. It's exciting, guys. I mean, I cannot wait. Bolted up from the flow up. It's going to be great.
That's right.
And guys, again, remember, guys, like and subscribe if you do enjoy the content. Again, we are 100% going to be posting pretty much everything on YouTube and not Facebook and all that other stuff. So if you're watching this from Facebook, just go to YouTube. That's where all the content's going to be. You're going to be missing out on, I would say, probably 75-80% of the content for the most part.
Yeah.
So definitely just watch us on YouTube, and we can be more interactive with you. It's a lot easier to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we're going to be uploading the videos and not going live and letting it interact. So we're just going to upload it. It's an easier way for us to do it. And it's really how YouTube wants us to have it done as well.
Yep.
So, alrighty, guys. Well, we're the Bolt Bros, and you got. Also, you're going to see a new intro and outro as well too. Kyle's working on that as well too.
Pretty soon. Yeah.
So we're working on that as well.
Yeah, we got a new song. We got a new video with it and stuff. So it's going to be hot.
It's pretty fire. It's pretty fire, guys. It's pretty fire.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Oh, they said sticky. I was like, oh, is that a new slang term?
Okay, all right. Yeah.
It's sticky. It's sticky, I guess. I don't know,
it's sticky.
Some of that real sticky, icky.
Yeah, there you go. There you
go.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we're the Bolt Bros. Let's go.
Let's go.
Go.